Okay, if you're involved in budgeting, maybe marketing strategy, or definitely sales productivity, you need to stop what you're doing right now. Just save this deep dive.
Yeah, seriously.
Because we have to ask, where is truly disruptive innovation, the kind that actually redefines markets? Where is it coming from today?
Well, it might not be your chief innovation officer, the highly paid one.
Probably not your big R&D lab either.
The answer, and this is fascinating, it might just be coming from, well, an unlikely source. Think maybe a part-time contractor you met in a rideshare.
Exactly. We're unpacking this story. It's about a CEO who, instead of just rubber stamping a massive, frankly terrifying marketing budget, he turned to his internal teams.
And he asked them a killer question.
He just asked, how much for you to create a sales video like this one I literally just got from my Uber driver?
Wow. And what's amazing here, the source material we're looking at, it's this anecdote titled, Uber Driver Replaces Marketing Team with AI Strategy. It sounds wild, but it's a perfect, tangible example of this huge structural shift.
A shift that's been brewing for a few years now, really.
Oh, yeah. So our mission today is to pull out the core insight here. It's about how these secure business AI platforms, they're fundamentally changing who gets to create technology.
And crucially, how fast business value gets delivered.
Right. Which means executive today, they're being forced to rethink strategy, not just once a year with a budget, maybe every 90 days. It's that fast.
Okay, let's unpack the story itself. It centers on this CEO in San Diego, a Mr. Katz, and he was facing what sounds like a pretty brutal marketing budget crisis.
Yeah.
And he actually shared this growing headache with his Uber driver, Dan, had no idea he was about to get basically a whole new strategic blueprint that would end up saving him millions.
It's almost funny. But Mr. Katz was running into that classic 21st century problem, the one that just paralyzes big companies. Content exhaustion.
Content exhaustion, okay.
Yeah, he told Dan, look, to break through to new business prospects now, his sales team needed content that was, sure, educational, but it also had to be, highly produced.
And entertaining, right, the TikTok thing.
Exactly, TikTok-like entertaining. And the old ways, sending out generic emails, those approved slide decks.
Yeah.
Totally failing.
So he was stuck. He knew what he needed, but
the way to get it seemed impossible. Necessity met insolvency, basically.
And the traditional corporate answer to that kind of failure, well, it's always resource intensive, isn't it?
Always. Throw more money, more people at it.
This wasn't just, oh, let's hire a new graphic designer. For Mr. Katz, breaking through meant a major, multi-million-dollar expansion of his marketing department.
Ouch.
And a huge financial commitment to external professional video producers. Big ones.
He was looking at this budget increase that's just financially crippling.
And worse, he told the driver he had zero confidence, none, that the ROI could ever even be justified because the whole process was just inherently slow.
He had the classic 20th century dilemma, right? He knew the solution, sort of video content, but the scale required, the organizational structure to produce it, made it financially prohibitive and way, way too slow for the market cycle.
He was trapped thinking about market segmentation, mass production.
Which is exactly the trap down the Uber driver helped him just completely sidestep.
That uncertainty, that lack of justification for spending millions, that's really what opened the door for this, radical pivot.
Yeah, he was locked into that traditional corporate structure, where marketing is this centralized factory, designed for scale maybe, but definitely not personalization or speed.
And this is where the whole paradigm just flips.
Completely shifts. Dan, the driver, he steps in with advice that basically throws traditional market segmentation strategies right into the dumpster.
Okay.
Dan argued that Mr. Katz didn't want market-segmented videos at all. That's inefficient. It's old-school thinking, he said, designed to fail in today's personalized digital world.
Wait a minute. He wants individualized content for every prospect. I mean, that sounds like exponentially more work, doesn't it? Not less.
It does, if you think the old way.
Multiply the effort by the prospect list. The cost would be astronomical.
Exactly. Unless, and this is the key, you re-platform the entire creation process. Dan's vision was all about hyper-personalization enabled by speed, lightning speed.
Hyper-personalization.
Yeah.
How?
He said, you want a video created just for an individual client, customized specifically based on what is happening to that client today. Not last quarter, not last week, today. Timeliness is everything.
Okay, that level of immediacy,
Yeah.
that fundamentally changes the whole game.
Right. The content needs creating and delivering today. Maybe you need an updated video tomorrow because something shifted in their industry overnight.
Yeah, no traditional corporate structure can do that. Not with marketing VP reviews, legal approvals, external contractor scheduling. Forget it.
You're talking minutes, maybe hours, not weeks or months.
Which means the expertise has to be somewhere else.
Exactly. It has to be decentralized.
Yeah.
So Dan pointed straight towards empowerment. He suggested Mr. Katz teach his company's top salesperson how to use a specific AI tool. Forget hiring a whole video production studio.
Right. Here's where we need to pause and get specific for you listening. The tool Dan suggested was Notebook LM. NLM. Now, for those who aren't familiar, this isn't like a fancy video editor. It's not PowerPoint on steroids. Can you quickly explain what NLM actually does and why it was so key here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And the distinction is really critical for executives to grasp. NLM, especially within a secure business AI platform, it functions mostly as a really sophisticated research and synthesis engine.
Research and synthesis. Okay.
Its power is letting the user, so the salesperson in this case, upload a ton of stuff. Proprietary company data, research reports, competitor analysis, whatever. Use that huge knowledge base.
Their own private Google, basically, for their company and clients.
Kind of, yeah. And use that to quickly generate and structure totally new customized content based on that information.
Okay. So the salesperson isn't just like generating boilerplate text. They're using NLM to quickly research the prospect's current situation, what's in their latest earnings report, maybe who their competitors are attacking, new legislation affecting them.
All of that. And synthesizing it with the company's proprietary knowledge in minutes.
Okay, so the skill needed isn't video editing.
No. Or graphic design. It's asking the right questions of the AI tool, driven by deep customer knowledge. That's the skill.
And the salesperson would use that NLM research output to structure, what, like a quick video?
A quick targeted teaser video, maybe just 60 seconds long, foreshadowing exactly how Mr. Katz's solution could save that prospect time and money better than the competition. And crucially, based on real-time synthesized data relevant now.
And what's just astonishing here is Dan's critique that went along with it. He basically dismissed the entire marketing department's value.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like a personal attack, but it was a brutal organizational indictment.
Right.
Dan suggested the marketing team was, and this is a quote, simply not interested in discovering how cutting-edge business AI tools like NLM can explode sales productivity.
Wow.
They were stuck, he said, creating 20th century PDF and approved slide decks. Their failure wasn't lack of talent, maybe, but a failure of curiosity, a failure of tech adoption.
They became gatekeepers, slowing things down instead of enabling sales.
That's a massive indictment of managerial failure, isn't it? The traditional marketing team wasn't obsolete because they lacked skill, maybe, but because their whole incentive structure, their processes, they prioritize control, mass consistency.
Over the specific, agile, hyper-personalization the market now demands.
Right. They were forcing the sales team to wait for marketing approval, wait for content that was already stale by the time it arrived.
Which, yeah, it forces executives to ask that tough question. If the knowledge and the capability to create this super impactful, customized sales content now sits with the salesperson using a secure AI platform, what is the core strategic role of that central marketing organization anymore? Besides maybe brand governance.
Big question.
So Mr. Katz, the CEO, he's hearing all this from his driver. He's intrigued, but he's not going to just scrap millions in budget based on, a theory from a part-time driver.
Of course not.
So he challenged Dan, prove it. Make me a sample video. Use our company's service and the specific complex needs of one of our top prospects. Show me.
And here's the bit that should be, posted on the wall of every R&D department on the planet.
Okay.
Dan produced the requested NLM video, researched it, structured it, the whole thing, and sent it to Mr. Katz 1 hour later.
1 hour.
1 hour. He'd actually done the work, 15 minutes of it, while eating his lunch break in the parking lot of a Jack in the Box.
If that image, groundbreaking sales strategy produced over drive-through tacos. It's kind of the perfect metaphor, isn't it?
It really is. For the collapse of that old industrial age organization, capability is now completely detached from expensive infrastructure.
But hold on, we have to talk about the risk here and the sheer lack of organizational agility this whole thing exposed.
Yes. The speed is sexy, it's intoxicating. But the immediate managerial failure that came next is what really matters for listeners.
Right. So Katz gets the video, then he turns around and asks his marketing VP for an estimate.
Yeah. How long, how much, for you guys to make a similar customized explainer sales video using our normal process.
And the corporate response was predictable.
Exactly what Dan had basically predicted. The VP said, sure, yeah, it's possible.
Right.
After you, Mr. CEO, approve the big expansion, after you approve the multi-million-dollar budget, after we hire the external contractor.
So the internal team, the established department, literally could not deliver the basic personalized capability that a driver knocked out in 15 minutes on his lunch break.
They were completely dependent on the slow, expensive, traditional machine. They couldn't adapt.
And the consequence.
Dramatic, immediate. Mr. Katz, quote, filed his entire marketing team.
Wait, fired the whole team.
The whole team, gone. Then he hired Dan, the Uber driver. Not full-time, but as a new kind of consultant.
To do what?
To teach the entire sales team how to create customized content using NLM themselves. During Dan's Uber lunch hours, apparently.
But seriously.
On the agreement, the story goes that Mr. Katz has Jack in the Box delivered for him.
Okay, that's wild. But filed his entire marketing team. It sounds incredibly drastic, hugely risky.
Oh, it is risky.
You're throwing out years of institutional knowledge, right? Regulatory compliance stuff, brand governance, replacing it with a part-time driver and some NLM videos. Isn't that just organizational chaos waiting to happen?
It absolutely is chaos if you don't instantly replace that lost structure with a new, decentralized framework. But here's the crucial implication, the calculation Mr. Katz must have made.
Which was?
He decided the risk of keeping a slow, expensive, frankly obsolete structure was greater than the risk of aggressively shifting to a decentralized, hyper-agile model.
So it wasn't just firing people.
No, he re-platformed the entire sales function. He judged that the institutional knowledge of the marketing team was effectively irrelevant if they couldn't apply it at the speed the market now demands. Speed trumped institutional memory.
So if we pull back, connect this to the bigger picture, this is it. This is the emergence of the true business technologist.
Yeah, the frontline user, the salesperson in this case, who completely bypasses the traditional gatekeepers IT marketing.
Because these secure business AI platforms, they've matured so much just in the last, 4 years?
Exactly. Allowing non-technical users to wield capabilities that used to need centralized IT departments or really expensive external vendors.
And that just fundamentally reinvents how business technology is used, how it's wielded.
Think about it. The only role Dan, the new technologist, even assigned to the old marketing department, was basically tracking.
Tracking what?
Tracking the simple inputs used to create the NLM videos. Measuring the responses so the process could be replicated and maybe improved. That's data gathering, right? Not content creation.
And even that. Could the sales staff handle that?
Probably, easily. Via a secure group chat or a simple shared doc, further reducing the need for that whole centralized structure.
So this isn't just incremental change. You can't manage this with a 5% budget cut here or there.
No way. It's a structural revolution. It demands strategic agility we haven't really seen before.
Well, and the fact that these AI platforms themselves, they gain new disruptive capabilities, every 90 days or so?
Sometimes faster. Which means basing next year's budget on last year's spend. That's not just conservative, it's almost managerial negligence now.
You're planning for a world that literally ceased to exist last quarter.
That is the crux of it. The expertise, the real capability needed to leverage these cutting-edge tools, it now resides with the users closest to the customer.
The sales staff, in this case.
Right. Not necessarily in the central IT office, not buried in the marketing VP's budget forecasts from 6 months ago. Technology adoption, real capability, it's now bottom-up. Driven by need and accessibility, not top-down mandate.
And the speed of that innovation just dictates that the traditional corporate structure, the one designed for control and predictability, it's failing the agility test badly.
Yeah.
So what does this all mean for you? You, the